Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? As always, I'm Ray Carcillo, and well, look at that. We're back to baseball for the first time in a while. Plan is hopefully now we'll have more regular streams again now that the holidays are past us, and that this week we'll finish off the regular season, and then next week we'll do the playoffs, and then we'll probably switch over to hockey for a couple of months before the new baseball season starts. Um, so bear with me. I'm on the tail end of COVID. My cough is gone. My fatigue is gone. Still a touch congested, but overall, doing much, much better. So we're going to play a game against the Red Sox and then play a game against the Orioles. And that'll do it for us tonight. And then tomorrow, Boston and Tampa Bay. Wednesday, Seattle and Texas. Thursday, Tampa Bay and Chicago. If I'm Wednesday, Boston, Tampa Bay. Thursday, Seattle, Texas. Friday, Tampa Bay and Chicago. And then also maybe Texas and just wrap up the regular season. What's up, Gibby? How's it going? So, Matt Barnes, Brandon Woodruff, as we try to get Woodruff his 10th win of the year. Been a hard luck loser. A lot of no decisions. And again, of course, we're simming a lot of the season. I haven't played the game in a month, so it's going to be really interesting to see how it goes. Yes, Christian, absolutely. Prayers up for DeMar Hamlin. Absolutely tragic what happened last night during Monday Night Football. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And you just hope that he makes a full recovery. Last I heard, Gibby, is that he's still in critical condition, but he's been intubated to help with his breathing. And that his heart is beating on its own again. Gibby, if anybody watches Skip Bayless, listens to him, reads his tweets, you're a fool. The only way Skip Bayless is the biggest moron and probably the worst thing to ever happen to sports media ever. He is an imbecile. He is I can't stand him. I don't even care that he said what he said. The sad thing is that all the people who listen to him, and he should have been fired years ago. Years ago. He's 50% breathing now, Christian. 50% breathing on his own. Is that what you're insinuating? And yes, Christian, I am a Giants fan. I'm very excited the Giants are in the playoffs. Very happy about that, of course. A huge win against the Colts this week, but yeah. So all good there. But yeah, obviously, screw Skip Bayless. And I really hope that Hamlin makes a full recovery. Honestly, it just prayers for his family, prayers for him, prayers for his teammates, his friends, everybody in his circle. That is the focus right now. Yeah, Gibby, your Falcons are terrible. I'm sorry again. But let's see, as I'm trying to remember where we're at in the season. Like I said, it's been a while. I think skip. No, Christian. I mean, the Giants don't have the talent. Yeah, Gibby, obviously great. Georgia, obviously, on that missed field goal, and then again looking to defend their championship. And obviously, the Braves are very good. You just got Lucas Litke from the Yankees in real life for 2 prospects. No, Chris, I mean, look, there's always a chance. You got to be in it to win it, right? There's always a chance. As you see there, Ronaldo Hernandez making his Major League debut behind the plate for the Red Sox here in this. That's a weird character model, if there ever was one. I think that's just a glitch in the game. What's up, Giant? How's it going? Yes, let's go Yankees. But I mean, yeah, look, I mean, I'll say this. I think the Giant. I am not scared of Minnesota Vikings right now. That is most likely going to be our first round opponent for the Giants. I'm not scared of the Minnesota Vikings. They needed a miracle field goal to beat us in Minnesota a few weeks ago. I'm not scared of the Vikings. What's up, Josh? How's it going? Litke is pretty solid. He's a good innings eater for you, Gibby. As you see there, Woodruff making his 28th start of the year, a 9-6 record. Yeah, Gibby, the Vikings have gotten lucky. A lot of good teams have allowed them to win. Well, hey, Josh, I mean, it's I get how it is for a lot of folks. As the first pitch to Verdugo's a strike, 0-1. No updates I've heard on Correa as of lately. Supposedly he's still in negotiation with the Mets. I think the Mets do eventually sign him, but to only a 7 or 8 year deal for less money, as there's a strike with the change, 0-2. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not scared of the Vikings. The teams that I'm scared of are Dallas, Philly, and San Francisco in the NFC. Well, I appreciate that, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Always happy to talk sports with folks. Christian, remind me who your football team is again? It'd be an 0-2 to Verdugo, 20 homers on the years. That's down and in, 1-2 now. Did not chase the back foot slider. Yeah, well, that's down and in, 2-2. Yeah, I mean, Christian, here's the thing. You guys will be fine again as soon as Hurts comes back. Is this one hammered on the right field line, but that'll slice foul, 2-2 still. The question will be, when does Hurts come back? As this one hit on a hop towards Cabrera. Ozzy Cabrera fires the first. In time, 1 away. And as we now look at the Red Sox starting lineup, we just saw Verdugo in left, Bogarts at short, Devers at third, just signed a 1-year deal today in real life. Story at second, Yastrzemski in right, Tristan Casas is your DH, Bobby Dahlbeck at first, Kike Hernandez in center field, and Ronaldo Hernandez again making his big league debut, batting ninth and catching. As this one fell back into play 0-1. I know you're playing the Giants this week, Christian. It's a meaningless game for the Giants. Bogarts, 18 homers, 60 RBIs. They're locked into the 6th seed. As that swung on a miss, 0-2. Yeah, Gibby, I mean, you got a lot of money down there in Atlanta. The Giants are going to have a lot of money as well, actually, as that's chop foul 0-2. Josh, the Yankees need to get rid of Josh Donaldson, Aaron Hicks, Higashioka, Gleyber Torres, and call up the kids. Call up Peraza, Cabrera, Dominguez, Volpe. As swing and a miss, strike 3. Wilson Contreras, finds it, fires the first 2 away there. On the strike him out, throw him out. Well, strike him out, put out at first, I should say.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Yes, Christian, that's true. If the Eagles lose and the Cowboys win the division. If the Eagles lose and the Niners win, though, the Niners are the 1 seed. As that's just off the plate, 1-0 to Devers. 269 average, 28 homers, 72 RBI. I'm a big fan of Volpe, too, Josh. And then at that point, the Eagles would be a wild card and heading down to play Tampa Bay, of all teams who won the division this week, as that's going to be smacked the other way. Joey Gallo will field in left, and Devers has himself a 2-out double as he beats the shift. Christian, I don't have it really a college football team because I'm from New Jersey. So, I mean, I guess if I had to choose, I guess maybe Rutgers. Back in the day, maybe Hofstra before they got rid of their football program. I don't know. Really, in New Jersey, college sports don't matter. They don't. As Trevor Story hitting 287 takes a strike 0-1. There's a lot riding for the Eagles on this last week. Gibby again, not for the Giants. As that's chopped foul at the plate by Story, 0-2. Hanging slider got away with one there. Story fouls it back. Still 0-2. And then lays off the low curve, 1-2. Yeah, Devers is going to be a great player. He's going to get a lot of money, I think, in free agency. As checked swing, did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire. Story down swinging. We go bottom 1 as the Red Sox strand a runner. At the end of a half inning, no score. I mean, I think the Dodgers are going to be on the decline next year, Gibby, and I think the Padres are on the upswing as Matt Barnes making his 8th start of the year, a 3-3 record, a 4.05 ERA. Excuse me. Team that just beat Michigan. Oh, TCU, Christian? Well, good for you, buddy. I'd love for the Yankees to trade Torres for Devers. Brian Anderson will lead off. Barnes, a fastball, knuckle curve splitter pitcher. No, I don't see Georgia losing either, Christian, in all honesty. Anderson swings at the first pitch, pops it up on the lip of the outfield grass. Bogarts there, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Look at the Yankees starting lineup. Anderson at second, Joey Gallo in left, Nolan Arenado at third. Matt Olson at first. Avi Garcia leading the batting race. In right, Jason Dominguez in center. Conforto the DH. Wilson Contreras behind the plate. And Ozzy Cabrera batting ninth and playing short. Oh, I think it's going to be a good game, but I still think Georgia's, they're the team to beat. Gallo hitting 245 now, steps up to the plate, swings through a fastball, can't catch up to it at 96. 0-1. Gallo, 28 homers, 65 RBI on the year. I traded Judge Josh for Brandon Woodruff for pitching. And then Judge left Milwaukee in free agency and signed with the Tigers of all teams. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now to Gallo. In the game, Joey Gallo is actually decent. As Gallo fouls off a fastball to stay alive, still 0-2. Well, Christian, hopefully they're not done, but, they finished with 99 wins this year. I think swing and a miss there on the curve, foul tipped into the glove, 2 away. I think, honestly, they only got better with the addition of Rodon, in my opinion. And then you have Severino and Cortez behind them. I think you probably got to look at probably another 95 to 100 win season. Probably, Josh, probably. Yeah, Gibby, Rodon is a stud. This was a big signing for the Yankees as that's fouled back out of play by Arenado, 0-1. Hitting 294, 43 home runs, 88 RBI. Again, I still need to see more from the Yankee offensive side of things. Get rid of Donaldson. Get rid of Hicks. Get rid of Higashioka. Get rid of Glaber. It'll be a 1-1 now to Arenado from Barnes. Swing and a miss on a good curveball there. 1-2. Yeah, the last couple of years he's been absolutely lights out. A swing and a miss, 97 on the gun. So Barnes has himself a nice first inning. We go top 2 as we look at the Burger King, Taco Bell, Panda Express fan cam. No score. Yeah, but Christian, here's the thing. You really think Judge is going to do again what he did last year? You really think he's going to hit 60 home runs again? It's not going to happen. Expect a decline at least a little bit. Jastrzemski hitting 259 steps up to the plate. Last year was a once-in-a-lifetime year. That's not off 0-1. Well, part of it also, Josh, is that Rodon's finally really healthy for the first time in his career. As that's low, 1-1. No, Judge will hit 40, I think. Gibby, I think that's fair. He'll still play a good right field. He'll hit 300. But where will the Yankees be without those extra 22 home runs? Honestly, I think for them to regress a little bit is as fair as that's chopped foul by Jastrzemski 1-2. If they don't get some more players surrounding him. That's inside 2-2. Yeah, Josh, he got traded in the game. So, now playing in right field. Strike 3, froze him with the fastball at the knees. Jastrzemski down looking, 1 away. Already third K today for Woodruff.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Tristan.
Yeah, Gibby, I really think you need more length from your starters in general, but it'll be interesting to see what happens as now Tristan Casas, hitting 250, steps up to the plate. Fouls off a fastball, 0-1. Well, Boston got significantly worse, Gibby. Baltimore, I think, got a little better. Tampa Bay is kind of the same. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. And then swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. Interesting trade there with the Blue Jays trading Hernandez to Seattle, though. Yeah, I'm not a big... Take care, Christian. Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Montas either, even as the 5. Yeah, I think Gibby, I'm not worried about the Braves, honestly. As there's a strike 0-1, especially with the expanded format. You're at least a wild card team. And that's assuming that the Mets don't have another Mets-like collapse. As that's inside the Dahlbeck, 1-1. There's a strike at the top of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 to the Red Sox first baseman is outside. 2-2, lays off the slider. And now this one chopped to short. Cabrera there. Fields fires the first. Another easy 1-2-3 inning for Woodruff. And we go bottom 2. No score in the Bronx. Matt Olson, 24 home runs, 58 RBI, and a 274 average. The shift is going to help a lot of players, Gibby. As Olson takes a pitch outside, 1-0. coming off a 2-for-3 day. Oh, absolutely, Josh. I mean, the rest of the NL East did not get better. Well, Philly got better. Philly got significantly better. Swing and miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets, Phillies, and Braves all make the playoffs again, actually. Excuse me. The 1-1. Fouled back out of play. 1-2. You mean for 6 teams making the playoffs now? Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. And that brings up Avi Garcia, hitting .342 on the year, batting 5th, playing right. And he smacks the first pitch towards right, but Yastrzemski, well, fielded on a hop. I thought he might have came in and made the play, but the Yankees pick up their first base hit of the day. Garcia, 33 home runs, 88 RBI coming into that at-bat, picks up a solid single the other way. And now that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, hitting .253 with 14 home runs and 53 RBI. Well, the Athletics are going to be terrible. The Nationals are tanking for draft picks. The Marlins are nah. And the Red Sox got much worse, absolutely. It'll be an 0-1 to the speedy Yankee center fielder. And he smacks this right at Story. He hit it right on the screws, but right at Trevor Story, 2 away, as Garcia retreats back to first. I mean, he very well might, Gibby, as Michael Conforto, 266, 13 home runs, 42 RBI. And he chops this up the middle, but Bogarts is there, flips the Story the short way, and that'll end the inning. So Yankees pick up a base runner, but nothing else at the end of 2 full here in the Bronx. 0-1-0 for the Red Sox, 0-1-0 for the Yankees. Well, I'll say this, Josh. I'm happy with Rizzo, though. I'm okay that they got Rizzo back, as Hernandez, 7 home runs, 26 RBI, a 204 average. Is this fouled back out of play, 0-1? Yeah, I mean, the Braves let Freeman walk. Is that swing and miss, 0-2? And I really like Anthony Rizzo. It's the rest of the infield the Yankees need to improve on. As this chopped foul by Hernandez, still 0-2. And now check swing, strike 3 goes around. Contreras will throw to first to complete the play, 1 away. Well, yeah, Josh, that's the problem is the Yankees don't have a backup first baseman aside from LeMahieu, who to me is really a big downgrade at that position. Now Ronaldo Hernandez, his first big league at-bat, swing and a miss on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. That's inside, 1-1. Well, that's the thing, Gibby, is that the Mets' window to win a championship now is basically 2 years. Swing and a miss, 1-2. They put all their ducks into the next 2 years. All their eggs in that one basket. Strike 3, Frozen looking with the slider. And the rookie has an inauspicious debut as he strikes out on 4 pitches. As you see here, swung and missed on a fastball, then took a pitch down and in. And another fastball called a strike, and then a slider on the outside part of the plate. Verdugo 0-for-1, grounded out in his first at-bat, 40th pitch of the day. He's just off the plate from Woodruff, 1-0. Verdugo, 20 home runs, only 36 RBI, though, at the leadoff spot. And smacks this just fouled on the left field line, 1-1. Just missed himself a double. And now this one pulled foul, 1-2. I'd love for Ty France to come to the Yankees, Josh. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but that's a curveball in the dirt, 2-2. Now a slider, smacked off the end of the bat, and Garcia will run it down in right field, more like right center, to end the inning. We go bottom third after another 1-2-3. Still no score. Wilson Contreras hitting .258 will lead off here for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. 23 home runs, 56 RBI. Signed a 5-year, $52.5 million deal in the offseason. And fouls this fastball from Barnes back out of play, 0-1. I mean, 0-1 to Contreras. And he hammers this one to left field. No wind today at the stadium. Verdugo will run it down in deep left and make the play, 1 away. So he hit it well, but maybe just a little bit off the end of the bat. And now that brings up Ozzie Cabrera, 10 home runs, 45 RBI, a .251 average, rookie of the year last year. Now everyday shortstop for the Yankees. And out of the 9-hole, having himself a solid sophomore campaign. As he fouls off a fastball here, 0-1. The 0-1 to the Ozman. And broken bat pop-up. And Hernandez, the catcher, will make the catch. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. As now that brings up Brian Anderson. 13 home runs, 43 RBI. Average down now to 287. He popped up to short in his first at-bat. And he takes a pitch high. 1-0. Anderson now 0 for 9 in his career against Barnes with 4 strikeouts. The 1-0. Skied to right, fairly deep, but Yastrzemski has a beat on it. He will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees go in order in the third as well. We go top 4 in a surprising pitcher's duel here in the Bronx. Yeah, he wanted a lot, Gibby, absolutely. And Josh Pete Alonso's a very good player. I wish he was a Yankee. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat, takes a strike. Now takes one in the dirt, 1-1. And now there's a strike at the top of the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 to Bogaerts. Chopped foul, just got a piece of the low slider. It'll be another 1-2. And he fouls off another breaking pitch. Still 1-2. 50th pitch of the day now for Woodruff. Is chopped up the middle, slow roller. Cabrera there behind second, fires the first. Not in time, says the umpire. Yankees are going to challenge. It was a bang-bang play for sure. I think he did beat it out, but we will see on the replay. A good stretch from Olsen. And he should be out. So the play is overturned. Big first out there for Woodruff with Devers up. 1 for 1 with a double today. Nice play there by the Ozman. As there's a strike at the knees to Devers, 0-1. And now Devers is going to pick up his second hit of the day. This is going to get into center field and by Dominguez and roll almost all the way to the wall. Devers, not with great speed, will hold at second with his second double of the day. That's fine, Josh. And that brings up Story, who struck out in his first at-bat, and he takes a strike. 0-1. And now Story chops it to third. Arenado checks the runner. Then a strong throw to first. In time, 2 away. And now that brings up Yastrzemski, who struck out in his first at-bat. And he takes a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1. Hitting .202 this year with runners in scoring position. Not what you want from the number 5 guy. As now he smacks this to first. Knocked down by Olsen, who finds it, flips to first, and just, no! Yastrzemski beats it out. That should go as an infield base hit, and it does. So normally the sure-handed Olsen, he does knock it down, but he doesn't field it cleanly. By the time he finds it, Yastrzemski able to hustle out an infield single. And now that brings up Tristan Casas, who's 0 for 1. And the first pitch by Arenado for a base hit, and that is how the first run of the game will score. Gallo will play it in the corner. Holding at third is Yastrzemski, and it's an RBI double and 1-0 Red Sox here in the top of the fourth. Casas his first double of the year. His first RBI of the year, and now that brings up Bobby Dahlbeck. And he's going to smack this one to left field, and suddenly how the inning changed. As this one will get by Gallo, it's a 2-run double for Dahlbeck. So a batted or a mishandled ground ball by Olsen, and suddenly, instead of getting out of the inning, this is how it usually happens for Woodruff. The wheels come off the cart, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. Yeah, Josh, it just, Steinbrenner thought it made them look sloppy, and so it's been a rule ever since he bought the team. Specifically, actually, funny enough, George Steinbrenner, this is the 50th anniversary of George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees today. Hernandez takes a strike and now swings to a changeup, 0-2. Now lays off 1-2. And now a hanging curveball ripped to left field. This is going to be over Gallo's head. So it's going to be 4-0 Red Sox as the relay is in. No! Oh, Hernandez slid around the tag somehow, and he gets a double. And it's 4-0 Boston as they try to salvage the final game of this 3-game set. And now that brings up Hernandez, the rookie. And first pitch swinging, he pops it up. His counterpart, Contreras, makes the catch in fair ground, and that mercifully ends the inning. But the Red Sox put up a 4 spot here in the 4th. We go bottom 4. Yankees now in a 4-0 hole. This is what happens when you're rusty. But also, when the computer wants you to lose, it makes you lose. Dansby's a very good player, Gibby. Absolutely. Joey Gallo 0 for 1 will lead off here and swings through a fastball at 97. 0-1. Yankees would love to get to that Red Sox bullpen. That's where they do a lot of their damage this year, as that misses high, 1-1. Barnes, not exactly known for giving length. And Gallo pops up the splitter, just got underneath it. Hernandez in center, makes the catch, 1 away. What's up, Calvin? How you doing, buddy? That's true, Gibby. They are very familiar with free-swinging shortstops. Arenado 0 for 1, now steps up to the plate. And Arenado now up the middle and through for a base hit. Oh, it was terrible, Calvin. It was absolutely terrible. I'm glad to be back in California. I really don't know if I'll ever go back to Jersey again. It just, I just can't with the holidays. I can't. Getting over COVID. I got COVID when I went back to Jersey. It just terrible. World Baseball Classic will be fun, Gibby. Matt Olson now, 0 for 1, steps up to the plate. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. And now swing and a miss on a curve, 0-2. And that's inside, 1-2. Yeah, it's because everybody's traveling, Calvin. It's because it's the holiday, and it's also winter. That's inside, 2-2 now to Olson. Yeah, I feel good about the U.S.'s chances this year, Gibby, not going to lie. The 2-2, fouled off by Olson to stay alive, still 2-2. And now this one could be 2. Rolled over to Story, flips the Bogarts for 1, on to first. An inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. And we go top 5. Yankees still down by 4. Yeah, Calvin, the Red Sox are going to be terrible this year, absolutely.
Leading off for Boston.
I agree, Gibby. I think the U.S. is stacked this year. There's a strike to Verdugo, 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. Take care, Josh. Have a good one, buddy. Now this one popped up down the right field line. This will slice foul, 1-2. And that's in the dirt, 2-2. So as usual, one bad play and the wheels come off the cart for Woodruff. As that misses inside, 3-2. As the Yankees look to wrap up the division and home field in the next week or so. And now this one skied to left center, fairly deep, but Dominguez with that speed will run it down and make the catch in the alley for the first out of the inning. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. Steps up to the plate and takes a strike, 0-1. Yeah, Calvin, I mean, it's clear he signed the 1 year just because he wants to test free agency. Right? They avoid the arbitration hearing and all that jazz, but, I mean, at least it shows the two sides are talking, as that's fouled off 1-2. And now this one chopped to Brian Anderson at second. He'll fire to first, 2 away. And now Devers 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a run scored. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. Scored the first run of the game, did Devers. And now takes a strike at the knees, 0-2. Oh, and a slider that gets away from Woodruff. No intent there. He plunks him on the back of the thigh. And that brings up Trevor Story, who struck out and grounded out to second. And takes one inside 1-0. Likely the last inning for Woodruff, as that swung on and missed by Story. 1-1. And now this chopped to third. Arenado there. Fires to first in time. That'll end the inning. I mean, the Jets are probably more historically bad than even the Mets, Gibby. I would say probably the Jets. So, Avi Garcia 1 for 1 with a single. 5 for 9 in this series.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
John King now starting to warm for the Yankees. Looks like they'll hopefully get a couple innings out of him, as that'll do it for Woodruff. He goes 5, gives up 4, one of his worst starts of the year. And just the one bad inning as Garcia fouls off a fastball. 0-1. Garcia now 4 for 18 in his career against Barnes with 5 strikeouts after that single in the second inning. And now Garcia, well, it'll be a little bit more, as this is going to bloop in the right field for a base hit because of the shift. Yastrzemski will play it against the wall, and it's a leadoff double for Avi Garcia. His 36th double of the year. And now that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 1. Lined out in his first at-bat and takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Dominguez, at the very least, wants to get Garcia over to third with nobody out. Now swings over the top of a fastball, 1-1. And now that pitch off the plate, 2-1. The 2-1 to Dominguez. Popped him straight up. Hernandez, the rookie, near the interlocking NY, makes the catch for a huge first out for Barnes. Dominguez doesn't get the job done, and now that brings up Michael Conforto, who's 0 for 1. Just a little late on that fastball. And Conforto now basically a swinging bunt in front of the plate. Barnes will field, fires the first. They just get Conforto 2 away. Now that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 1. Trying to pick up that runner from third with 2 outs here. And a pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by the rookie Hernandez. Garcia, good speed, but not going anywhere, as that didn't get far enough away. Contreras really struggling this year with runners in scoring position. Only a $188. And him, too, a swinging bunt, trying to ambush that fastball as Hernandez throws him out. And that's been the story of the night. Our timing has been off. And when it feels like we've timed up the fastball, Barnes took a little something off. We go top 6. Yankees down by 4. John King making his 34th appearance of the year, a 6-3 record, a 2.7 ERA, a few saves, a few holds, a little bit of everything. And Mike Yastrzemski 1 for 2 with an infield single and a run scored. Will step up to the plate and chops this to Brian Anderson at second. He'll fire to first, 1 away. And now that brings up Tristan Casas, 1 for 2 with a double, an RBI, a run scored. 3 for 10 on the year. September call-up, takes a strike, 0-1. And now this one, pool cued to Cabrera. He'll fire to first, 2 away. And now Bobby Dahlbeck had that 2 RBI double in his last at-bat. A huge at-bat for the Red Sox. As he takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Now up to 60 RBI on the year. Also had a run scored. He takes one inside, 2-0. And the 2-0 from King is a strike on the outside part of the plate, 2-1. 2-1, swing and a miss on a sinker, 2-2. And now this one popped up, back of first, Olsen. Oh, it's off his glove, and normally the sure-handed Matt Olsen has made a couple of miscues today, even though it's going to be ruled a base hit, that he normally makes to keep innings alive for the Red Sox. And now that brings up Kike Hernandez, who's 1 for 2, and takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now chops a changeup foul. 0-2. Yes, Calvin, of course I saw what happened last night. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream as this has popped up an easier play for Olsen. Just back of first, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox strand a runner, and we go bottom 6. Yankees still up 4-0, but yeah, absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic what happened last night, and obviously our prayers are with Hamlin and his family. Ozzy Cabrera 0 for 1 popped out in his first at-bat. And Barnes, surprisingly, still in there. And that pitch is just outside 1-0. As Hansel Robles and Hirokazu Sawamura warming double barrel action in the Red Sox bullpen as Barnes really out of gas, but Red Sox trying to avoid that pen as much as possible as Cabrera turns on a fastball, sends it to deep right, but Yastrzemski is there, will make the catch, 1 away. Jammed him just enough with that. Now that brings up Brian Anderson 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. And that's down and in, 1-0. Excuse me. The 1-0 to Anderson. Popped up, foul ground, Dahlbeck makes the catch, 2 away. Jammed him with a curveball. It's still season number 2, Calvin, yes. Haven't played baseball in a while, so Joey Gallo now 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Will step up to the plate. Late on a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1 to Joey. He pops up, fouling out of play, a hanging splitter, 0-2. Barnes trying to go 6. And Joey Gallo, if it's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. And it's been that kind of day for the Yankees, as Gallo just sliced it down the left field line on a hanging curveball. That was the pitch, as Gallo tried to go Oppo Taco. And this time he does it again, Oppo Taco. This will be a fair ball. Won't leave the stadium, but it will cut into the corner, and it's a 2-out double for Joey Gallo. His 20th double of the year. And now that brings up Nolan Arenado 1 for 2 with a single.
The third baseman.
And Arenado pops the first pitch up to shallow center. Hernandez is there, makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Yankees here in the 6th. We go top 7 now. Yankees still down by 4 as Ronaldo Hernandez 0 for 2 will lead off against John King, still in there for his second inning of work. And he takes a strike, 0-1. And now that misses low, 1-1. And now he pulls one foul, 1-2, looking for his first big league hit. The 1-2. Skied to right, got a hanging slider, but Garcia is there, 1 away. Alex Verdugo 0 for 3. Will now step up to the plate. And he chops a sinker foul, 0-1. And now chops another one foul, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strike 3, 2 away here in the 7th. A rare strikeout from King, and that brings up Xander Bogaerts, who's 0 for 3 today. And that misses low, 1-0. Yeah, Calvin, I mean, every good player is basically gone, as that's chopped to the left side. Cabrera is there, fires the first. Another 1-2-3 inning for King. Get up and stretch. We're going bottom 7. Yankees down 4-0. Matt Olson 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out, and Barnes is surprisingly still in there.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Matt Olson. Andres Rodriguez starting to warm for the Yankees, just in case. If he doesn't pitch the 8th, he'll probably pitch the 9th. First pitch to Olson is popped foul and out of play, 0-1.
The 0-1. Skied towards left center field and fairly deep, going back. Everybody looking up. It's one hop over the wall for a ground rule double, his 16th of the year. Yeah, man, that's tough that he went to San Diego. Now that brings up Avi Garcia, who's 2 for 2 tonight with a single and a double of his own. And that's going to be a slow roller up the middle. Story checks the runner. Actually surprised Olsen didn't advance. Story fires the first, and they retired Garcia for the first time today. And that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a line out. So Olsen off a second. Again, the Yankees don't get the runner over. As Dominguez takes a pitch high, 1-0. And now the 1-0 inside, 2-0. The 2-0 smacked hard down the right field line again. Barnes took something off that low fastball, 2-1. Dominguez was ready for it, but out in front. The 2-1 inside, 3-1. Michael Conforto on deck. 60th pitch of the day for Barnes. Pop foul out of play, 3-2 now. The payoff pitch to Dominguez. Chopped to the right side. Story there on the slow roller. Got him with the splitter. 2 away as Olsen advances to third. And that'll bring up Conforto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. And the first pitch, and if it's fair, it's gone. It is gone! A third deck shot from Mike Conforto, his 14th of the year. Goodbye, baseball! And the Yankees cut the lead in half. It's a 4-2 ball game as Magic Mike with a missile to right meets Olsen at home plate, and the Yankee offense finally gets to Barnes. You have to imagine that's the end for him, as he goes 6 2/3. That's 427 to right, almost 110 off the bat. And that is indeed it for Barnes, who goes 6 2/3, gives up only 2 runs. A quality start for sure for the Red Sox starter, and now that brings up Josh Taylor out of the pen, his 32nd appearance of the year at 3.68 ERA. And Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 2, steps up to the plate against the lefty. And Contreras pops up a curveball behind home plate. Hernandez there makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Yankees get on the board. Michael Conforto with an absolute missile to right field. We go top 8. Yankees down by 2. Rafi Devers now 2 for 2. Run scored, hit by a pitch. Smacks the first pitch foul, 0-1. And now fouls another one off, 0-2. And fouls off another to stay alive, still 0-2. And fouls off another as he's being a pest to John King. It'd be an 0-2. And now this one popped up to Cabrera on the right side of the infield because of the shift. 1 away. Now Trevor Story, 0 for 3. Takes a strike, 0-1. And there's another strike, 0-2. Just off the plate, 1-2, as Story lays off the slider. And now lays off a high cutter, 2-2. And he fouls off another one to stay alive. Oh, it's tough to say right now, Calvin. Like, is this one ripped foul on the left field line, 2-2? I mean, I want to say the Yankees, but I don't know if I can do that. Like, I mean, in the National League, I mean, it could be honestly, it could be Yankees Phillies. If Story will get himself an opposite field base hit as he beats the shift, Garcia fields against the wall, and Story has himself a 1-out double. His 29th double of the year, and now that brings up Yaz, who's 1 for 3 with an infield single. On Story trying to steal third, he's in there. King was not holding him on, his 22nd steal of the year, and now an 0-1 count on Yastrzemski, who takes one outside 1-1. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that, Calvin. As that misses low, 2-1. Now swinging and a miss on a slider. Good pitch from King, 2-2. And now, Yaz stays alive, another slider. The 2-2. Another foul ball. And that's in the dirt, blocked by Contreras. Story not going anywhere. And this one ripped to right center field, and the Red Sox are going to get at least one run back. This one hop off the wall, digging for second, and with a double, Yastrzemski makes it 5-2 Boston. His 13th double of the year. And now that brings up Tristan Casas. And he's going to rip this to the right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Yastrzemski will hold at third. Garcia's got a good arm. And so John King now, well, that's going to do it for him. So Story gets himself the double. Rodriguez making his 13th appearance of the year, a 2-1 record. Will try to come in and get the ground ball. They faced Bobby Dahlbeck, who's 2 for 3, but he hits right, lefties better than righties, so playing the matchup here, that's one to miss 0-1. And now fouls one off, 0-2. Swing and a miss on a slider, strike 3. Good job by Rodriguez. And now that brings up Kike Hernandez, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. That's in off the plate, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-2. Kind of acted like a changeup there. And now this one pulled foul, still 1-2. Another foul ball from Hernandez. And now a slider spins outside, 2-2. And now this one poked foul. It's Kike making the young rookie Rodriguez work. And this one's going to be blooped in the right field. That's a base hit. Garcia will cut it off, trying to go first to third, and getting... Oh, he gets in there, is Dahlbeck. I'm surprised he made it. The ball beat him there. And now that brings up the rookie Hernandez, looking for his first career RBI, takes a strike, 0-1. So the Yankees give the 2 runs right back to Boston, swinging a miss on a sinker, 0-2. As Hernandez put together a heck of an at-bat against Rodriguez. So those runs charged to King. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rodriguez does eventually get out of it, and sure does feel like the computer had this already predicted that we were going to lose by 4. We go bottom 8. Yankees down by 4 again. Ozzie Cabrera 0 for 2 with a flyout and a pop-out.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Going to try and keep Rodriguez in there, I think, and see if he can't clean up the rest of this ball game. Cabrera fouls off a slider, 0-1. Josh Taylor still in there. Slider, fastball, sinker, curveball pitcher. And the 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. Hansel Robles and Sawamura again warming for the Red Sox. The 1-1 to the Ozman. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-2. And the 1-2 to Ozzie. Outside, levels the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss on a borderline fastball. Strike 3, 1 away. And that brings up Brian Anderson, who's 0 for 3 today.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Brian Anderson.
And Anderson fouls off a fastball, 0-1. If the score holds, Woodruff will drop to 9-7. Barnes will improve to 4-3, as that's fouled off, 0-2. And that misses low, 1-2. Yes, I'm going to play another game after this one, Calvin. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. As Anderson can't catch up to it, and that brings up Joey Gallo. He's 1 for 3 today.
Up next,
Does not hit lefties particularly well.
Joey Gallo.
Gallo pops up the first pitch to left, fairly deep. But Verdugo is there, will make the catch. The Yankees go in order here in the 8th, and we go top 9. Yankees still down by 4. Alex Verdugo 0 for 4 today will face the rookie Rodriguez.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the left fielder.
First pitch pulled foul, 0-1. There's a strike at the knees, 0-2. And back foot slider misses. Verdugo lays off, 1-2. And another foul ball. Yankees very high on Rodriguez for the future of their bullpen. I always pitch well with him. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. It's whenever the computer plays with him, though. It's when he gets roughed up. Bogart's 0 for 4 now. Steps up.
The shortstop.
Takes a strike, 0-1. The Yankees really shut down the top of the Red Sox lineup. But again, some misplays in the field opened the door. You can't give a team like Boston extra outs. The 1-1. Bogarts lays off, 2-1. The 2-1. Strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got in the chase, a slider out of the zone, 2 away. Rodriguez has struck out everyone he's faced. Rafi Devers now 2 for 3 with also a hit by pitch, a run scored. He takes a strike, 0-1. And now this one, up the middle. Cabrera is there because of the shift. Fires the first. Rodriguez pitches a nice 9th. We go bottom 9. It'll be the heart of the Yankee lineup. Do they have a rally in their bones? We'll find out. As David Bednar, former Pirate, comes on looking for his 44th save of the year, an ERA sub-1, a 2-1 record. The one loss, though, against the Yankees. Arenado 1 for 3 with a single today. Bednar, a fastball, curveball splitter pitcher. Oh, I'm very excited about the rotation, Calvin. I really wish we had somebody else besides Montas or Herman in the 5, but maybe they'll call a kid up. We'll see. I still regret trading J.P. Sears as Arenado rolls this one to Bogarts. Picks it clean, fires the first, 1 away. Now that brings up Matt Olson, 1 for 3 with a run scored. He was on base when Conforto homered. Yeah, Calvin, I really wish we had Monty too, as this foul back out of play, 0-1. Although I do like Bader in center, but is this one chopped foul, 0-2. I really more regret trading for Montas than trading away Monty at this point. The 0-2, outside, 1-2. And this one skied to left. Fairly deep, but playable. Verdugo is there. Makes the catch, 2 away. And now that brings up Bobby Garcia, the Yankees' last hope. 2 for 3 with a double and a single tonight. Average up to 344. Yeah, Calvin, but then we wouldn't have Bader. And here's the thing is the Yankees need multiple outfielders. Yankees need a true center. Yankees needed a center fielder. The sad thing is I wish we could have tossed in Hicks or something for that deal. As Avi Garcia will keep the game alive. Goodbye, baseball. A solo shot to right. His 34th of the year. And it's a 6-3 Red Sox lead. Here's the problem. Cabrera's not a true outfielder, Calvin. He's not a bad option, but the Yankees should really call up Dominguez like I did in the game. Speaking of, 0 for 3 today, and so now the baton is passed to the young center fielder for the Yankees, and Dominguez fouls it straight back, 0-1. So Garcia, at least for the moment, keeps the game alive. RBI number 89 for him, swing and a miss, 0-2. Yeah, Calvin, I wish it was that easy. Nobody wants to take on that money. And it's more like $35 million. Because Hicks will make $10 million next year, Donaldson will make $25 million next year. But still. And Dominguez rolls this to the right side. Story is there. That'll do it. The Red Sox salvage the final game of this 3-game set, 6-3. And hold off for at least one more day the Yanks from clinching home field. Woodruff, 6 strikeouts, 6 hits, 4 runs, and 5 innings pitched. Barnes, the winner, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts, 6 hits, and 6 2/3. Rafi Devers with a pair of doubles, your player of the game. (6-11-0) for Boston, 3-7-0 for the Yankees. Problem was Boston got their hits in bunches. The Yankees were more scattered about. So, I'm curious what that did to King's numbers more than even. King's ERA went up to 2.94. Rodriguez's drops to 4.67 though. That's nice. So, but again, we look at the standings. The Yankee magic number is at 12. And still at more like 14 for home field. So, as Baltimore comes down, actually the Red Sox, even with that win, they're in dead last in our game. So, I think we'll do Quantrill because, in theory, this should be an easy one. And we win 3-0. Yay! Joe Musgrove beats Taylor Hearn 3-0. A one-hitter. Wow. Did Musgrove go the distance? He did. A complete game one-hitter. 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. So, the Yankee magic number continues to fall. And Jorge Polanco now on the bench, which means, now that he's back from injury, we're going to have to send somebody back down to the minors. And I think it's going to be Eli White. Right? This is Joe Mack. I mean, I could send Rodriguez down, but I like having the extra arm out of the pen down the stretch. Especially because I want to develop him. And we're probably not going to have White in the system much longer. So he goes to AAA. And now Polanco goes back into the lineup. I sent White down, Calvin. So Polanco now switch hitter at the top of the lineup. And I'm trying to think, and then let's see. So now Birdie's gonna basically be Anderson will play second base against lefties. Polanco will get the day off. What's up, Tidy? How's it going? So it'll be Polanco with against another switch hitter against lefties. And this doesn't matter, and this doesn't matter. But, so now we only have 3 true righties in the lineup. 3 switch hitters and 3 true lefties, which is the way I like it. So Anderson goes to the bench with everybody else, which is also fine because he's ice cold. And Polanco's back. Yay! Jorge Polanco, yay! Who missed the last 55 games with an injury, but back just in time for the home stretch. And let's see, Robbie Ray versus John Means, and we will simulate this game. And Baltimore destroys Robbie Ray 8-1. Only going to be out for a few days. And then Muller versus Quantrill, and it's a rubber game. So, what happened with Robbie Ray? He only goes 4 innings, gives up 5 runs. Kim comes in, gives up 3 unearned runs. No, Tidy, they need to do more. We need to get rid of Donaldson and Hicks and Higashioka and Torres and call up the kids. Yankees actually made 2 errors. That's what allowed those 3 runs to score in the 9th. Errors by Birdie and Witt Jr., who got the starts. The only run was a solo home run by Contreras. So, not good. So Witt and Birdie did it with the bats, but that's about it. Actually, well, I guess... Oh, Birdie was in there because they were giving Cabrera a day off. Okay, fair enough, especially down the stretch. So Robbie Ray drops to 17-8. And so now it'll be Cal Quantrill trying to not be a double-digit loser. Usually when I pitch with Quantrill, we're good. But when the computer handles him, we're not. So yeah, Quantrill versus Muller. Let's save the game. Yeah, and we need a true left fielder, Tidy. But I'm not willing to give up the farm for Brian Reynolds. Take care, Calvin. Have a good night, buddy. So, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah, the standings. So, magic number now for against Toronto is 10. Baltimore's been eliminated. Boston's been eliminated. So, yeah, magic number against the Jays is 10. And it's about, I think, 12 to clinch home field throughout the playoffs. Take care, Calvin. Good night, buddy. So, let's see if we can't get this W here against Baltimore. Surprisingly, our record is better away from Yankee Stadium this year than it is at home. And much better at night games than day games. So, let's see if we can't keep things going. Yeah, I mean, you guys didn't really have to do much. Even losing Verlander, right? Like, you guys still have a ridiculous rotation. Until people can hit those guys, you're kind of fine. So looking to win the rubber game of this 3-game set and go 4-2 on this little 6-game homestand. Let's see, Kim not available, King probably not available. Everybody else, though, probably good to go if need be. Let's see, Muller, the lefty. Polanco play first? No. Thinking about giving Arenado a day off. Anderson at second, though. Oof, no. He's been clearly struggling, and he needs a day off. So we'll put Birdie in. Yeah, Hunter Brown's very, very good. Absolutely. Polanco's speed, he's faster. Let's, Birdie... I like speed at the top of the lineup. And then we'll put Polanco in the 6 hole, Dominguez in the 7. We'll have 3 switch hitters in a row. A bunch of righties and then 3 switch hitters in a row against the lefty Muller. Olsen, Gallo, Conforto, Mack, and Anderson will all get days off. Can Birdie play first? No, that's one of the few positions he can't play. Yeah, so... As it is, well, this is how we'll go. And Castro will get the start in left today. And bat 9th. So. No, we're going to let Tim Castro hit against lefties because he's a righty. And when we play with him like that, he plays well. So, the Yankees at 92-47 against the Orioles at 61-80.
And now, your 2023 New York.
Cal Quantrill will get the start. Yankees won 3-0, then lost 8-1 in the rubber game of this 3-game set. Again, looking to go 4-2 in this 6-game homestand. Quantrill, a 4.1 ERA in 27 starts, an 11-9 record. A whip at 1.16, just over 1, about a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Not really a strikeout pitcher, but not a lot of walks either. Jorge Mateo, 206 average, will lead off for Baltimore. He also has 6 home runs and 39 RBI. Mateo DHing today for the O's. Takes the strike, and we are underway. 0-1 to the speedy Mateo. Yankees need to keep an eye on him. Sometimes he will drop a bunt. And this one, though, grounded right back to Quantrill, who fields, flips the first, 1 away. Here in the top of the first. And we'll look at the Orioles starting lineup. We just saw Mateo. He'll be followed by Connor Norby at second, Cedric Mullins in center, DJ Stewart in right, Adley Rutschman, switch hitter behind the plate, William Contreras at first, Robert Newstrom in left, Austin Martin at third, and Darrell Hernandez batting ninth and playing short. Norby, 1 home run, 8 RBI, a 239 average. Takes one just off the plate, 1-0. Norby, a second-round draft pick. Skies this pitch to right. Garcia is there. Makes the catch, 2 away here in the top of the first. And now that brings up Cedric Mullins. 27 home runs, 94 RBI, a 283 average. Far and away the Orioles MVP again, as he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Yankees play him to pull. And the pitch misses outside, 1-1. And now fouls a fastball straight back, 1-2. The 1-2 to Mullins. Chopped to the right side because of the shift. Birdie is there, fires the first, just got the speedy Mullins, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Quantrill. We go bottom 1. Yankees coming to bat. Kyle Muller making his 28th start of the year, a 6-10 record, a 5.33 ERA, and 120 innings pitched, a whip over 1.6, and a 2-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Birdie hitting .236, 20 stolen bases, most of those with Miami. He also has 8 home runs and 17 RBI. Birdie getting the start today over Brian Anderson. And he fouls a slider back out of play, 0-1. Birdie has came over the Yankees as a .250 hitter at the deadline. He's struggled for the most part in pinstripes. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. But he's batting leadoff today. A fastball, slider, curveball, changeup pitcher is Muller. He'll top out about 96, 97. The 1-1, fouled back by Birdie, 1-2. And now the 1-2 is outside and low, and the count levels at 2-2. Well, Birdie's already done his job. You want your leadoff hitter to see at least 5 pitches most of the time, as Birdie fouls this back out of play, and he'll stay alive and get another one. Wind blowing in from left field today, a light breeze, and that misses high. The count now full. Even with the lefty on the mound, Birdie is not the guy you want to walk to lead off the game. Bobby Witt on deck. The payoff pitch, fouled off to the right side as Birdie late on the fastball, but stays alive. It'll be another 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat is called strike 3, backdoor slider at the knees. Beautiful pitch from Muller. It's tough to pick up. Birdie thought he worked the walk. Instead, he's down looking, and that brings up Bobby Witt. 13 home runs, 41 RBI, a 283 average. And takes the first pitch and skies it to fairly deep left. Again, the wind blowing in, but it's not going to matter. It will actually. Oh, my goodness. It just hung up there enough for the left fielder to reach up and rob Witt of extra bases as we look at the Yankee lineup now. We saw Birdie and Witt, followed by Arenado, Avi Garcia, Wilson Contreras, Jorge Polanco's the DH, Dominguez in center, Cabrera at short, and LaCastro on left. And oh goodness, Bobby Witt thought he had his 14th home run of the year. Looked like Josh Donaldson with the bat flip. And it did not go. Arenado now 295, 43 home runs, 88 RBI. And oh goodness, just missed it. Again, if the wind was going the other way, that's gone. As Nolan Arenado now takes this first pitch and he smacks it to left center field. No one's going to catch this one. It's a couple hops against the wall. Mullins will get it in quickly, but Arenado has a 2-out double. His 21st double of the year. And now that brings up Avi Garcia hitting .347. 34 home runs, 89 RBI. Leads the Yankees in the RBI category and leads the league in batting average and fouls this straight back 0-1. Garcia now at 197 career home runs. Will he get 200 before year's end? This one's going to be smacked towards left center field. Mullins going on, can't make the catch. Arenado being waved home. Mullins' throw is a bad one, and it's an RBI single, his 90th RBI of the year for Garcia, and the Yankees take a quick 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Garcia turned on the inside slider, and with 2 outs, Arenado, not fleet of foot, but off with the crack of the bat. And now that brings up Wilson Contreras, batting 5th today, hitting .257, 24 home runs, 57 RBI. And swings through a fastball, 0-1. Contreras, 24 home runs is a career high for him. Garcia, very good speed off of first. And Contreras is going to hammer this one to dead center. Mullins back at the track, makes the running grab as he slams into the wall in dead center. Anywhere else in the park, and that probably goes. But the Yankees strike first, a double and then a single by Garcia. And we go top 2. It's 1-0 New York. DJ Stewart, the right fielder for the Orioles, hitting .233, will lead off here in the top of the second. 19 home runs, 57 RBI for Stewart. And he takes a pitch just off the edge, 1-0. Now that's just off the edge, 2-0. Stewart has very good pop. Not exactly fleet of foot, though. Swing and a miss there on a fastball, 2-1. Quantrill, a lot of stuff works off the fastball. There's another heater, 2-2. Just got a piece of that curve, did Stewart, 2-2. Good pitch there by Cal. And now an inside slider. Stewart would not chase. Rushman on deck. .289 average, 21 home runs, 64 RBIs for Rushman. The payoff pitch to Stewart. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, 1 away. Nice pitch there by Cal. And that brings up Rushman. Switch hitting catcher, batting from the left side against Quantrill. And he pops up the first pitch down the right field line. It'll slice foul. 0-1. Out in front of the fastball, even though it was 97 on the gun. And now he pokes this one to left field. A nice little piece of hitting there by Rushman. It's a 1-out single as LeCastro gets it in quickly. And now that brings up William Contreras, Wilson's brother. William hitting .258 on the year. Takes a strike, 0-1. Acquired from the Braves for Mountcastle and other pieces. Contreras hitting 19 home runs, 51 RBI this year. All career highs. Still trying to turn into, he's not much of a first baseman. He is more a catcher by trade. 8 for his last 21, though. Hasn't affected his bat. 0-2, though, as he swings through a changeup. The 0-2 from Cal. Poke to Arenado, who's playing first. He'll go to second for 1. Back to first. Go, Cabrera threw it away. So it'll be a fielder's choice. Yankees can't go 3-6-1 there. Arenado makes a nice play at first. Good feed, and Cabrera just kind of lollygagged it over there. And so now Robert Newstrom, the left fielder, hitting .221, will get in that bat with a man on and 2 outs and takes a strike, 0-1. 15 home runs, 47 RBI for Newstrom. Takes a pitch off the plate now, 1-1. And now that's off the plate, 2-1. And now late on the fastball, count goes to 2-2. And now smacks a slider foul, still 2-2. That's in the dirt, blocked by Contreras. His brother not going anywhere. The count goes full, though. That will release the runner with the rookie third baseman Austin Martin on deck. The 3-2. Popped him up. Wilson Contreras in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll end the top of the second. So the Orioles strand a runner. At the end of 1.5, it's 1-0 Yankees. Jorge Polanco, only his second game back from injury, DHing today as the Yankees ease him back into the starting lineup. 245 average, 10 homers, 30 RBI. He was really starting to heat up before he got hurt. Acquired, of course, for DJ LeMahieu from the Twins. As that misses off the plate, and the count goes to 1-0. Polanco, 282, 11 for his last 39. Of course, most of that was before the injury. Like I said, he was really heating up. And now he pops up a slider, trying to get that timing back. Contreras in foul ground makes the catch, one away. Now Jason Dominguez, 14 home runs, 54 RBI, a 253 average. The first pitch from Muller. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Just couldn't get around on it. The 0-1 is low and outside, 1-1. And now the 1-1. And fouls it straight back, 1-2. Late on the high fastball. The 1-2 to Muller. Smack to the left side, slow roller. Charge there at short. Good throw, in time, 2 away. Brings up Ozzie Cabrera, 10 home runs, 45 RBI, a 250 average. Batting out of the 8 hole. Chases a high fastball, 0-1. Cabrera, only hitting 250 overall, but one of the Yankees' better hitters with runners in scoring position. As he takes a pitch off the plate, 1-1. The 1-1 to the Ozman. Dropped back to the pitcher Muller, who will field, fire to first, and have a 1-2-3 second inning. We go top 3 here in the Bronx. Yankees up 1-0. Austin Martin, 8 home runs, 24 RBI, 224 average in his rookie campaign at third. Will lead off here in the top of the third. And hammers the first pitch to center field, but got under it. Dominguez is there, makes the catch, 1 away. And now that brings up Darrell Hernandez. No home runs, 14 RBI, a 221 average, playing short today for Baltimore. And he pops the first pitch up on the infield. Birdie, back behind second base, makes the catch, 2 away. And now Jorge Mateo, he grounded out in his first at-bat. Takes a strike, 0-1. And that one's yanked outside by Quantrill, 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-2. The 1-2 from Cal, smacked foul, still 1-2. And now this one chopped to John Birdie. Oh, it ate him up. Oh, that should have been an easy ending. Oh, but now he's trying to go to second. And Garcia's going to get the rare assist. That's the rare 4-9-6 out. Put out at second. They actually give Mateo a single on that one, but he's thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. As Avi Garcia picks up the assist. John Birdie, it just ate him up. That should have been an easy ground out. The Yankees get the out anyway. We go bottom 3, 1-0 New York. As Tim LeCastro rolls one over to Hernandez at short. He'll fire to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third. And now that brings up Birdie, who struck out looking after a nice 8-pitch at-bat in the first inning. And now fouls off a low fastball, 0-1. LeCastro was out in front of a changeup. That was a good pitch to hit, but didn't do anything with it. The 0-1. Inside, back jackknifes out of the way of the slider, 1-1. The 1-1 to Birdie is called a ball. Tried to go backdoor with the slider that time, but just off the plate, says the ump, on a 50-50 pitch. 2-1 to Birdie, who fouls a fastball straight back, and the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2 from Muller. And he jammed him with a fastball. Popped up to first. Contreras on the infield grass makes the catch. 2 away. Bobby Witt Jr. came within inches of a home run in his first at-bat. The wind blowing in just kept it in. And he fouls a fastball straight back out of play. 0-1 here. Just a hair late on it. The 0-1 to Witt. And he fouls off a fastball again. 0-2. The 0-2 to Bobby. And he fouls off another one to stay alive. Just a little out in front. As Muller took something off that one at 92. And swing and a miss on the slider. Strike 3. We go top 4. Still 1-0 Yankees here in the Bronx. Connor Norby, 0 for 1. He flew out to center in his first at-bat, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, it was right, actually. My apologies. Takes one inside, says the umpire. Excuse me, 1-0. And the umpire not doing Quantrill any favors, 2-0. And now this one popped up on the infield. Arenado down from first, on the line, makes the catch, 1 away. Cedric Mullins rounded out in his first at-bat. Takes a strike. 0-1. And now he rips one to right field, and goodbye, baseball! A low line drive home run that just cleared the fence in right. Mullins gets his 28th of the year. And we are tied at 1 here in the Bronx. Cedric Mullins continues to be a Yankee killer. Got him out in front of the changeup. But he was just able to hook it over the fence in right. About 2 rows back. Yeah, that was a changeup that was a little too much middle of the plate. As that brings up DJ Stewart now, and he takes a strike 0-1. Almost got him on the change of speed, but as that misses low, 1-1. And that's off the plate, 2-1. And there's a strike to Stewart, 2-2. The 2-2. Smacked up the middle because of the shift. That's going to be a base hit to left. LeCastro will fire in. Wasn't hit particularly well, but he hit it where they ain't. And now that brings up Adley Rutschman, who singled in his first at-bat. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Stewart, not fleet of foot, but he'll go sometimes as that misses outside, 1-1. And that's off the plate, 2-1. Rutschman does have 30 doubles on the year. Is this just chopped foul at the plate, 2-2? The 2-2. Chop to the left side. Cabrera, he'll go to second for 1. On the first. It's a double. Oh, the umpire called him safe at first. So they do get the force at second. I would love to be able to challenge that, but you can't because MLB The Show 22 is broken. And that brings up William Contreras on the fielder's choice. I really thought they turned that there as Contreras, who hit into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat, fouls this back 0-1. Now takes one low, 1-1. And now Contreras rolls one foul, 1-2. So not particularly a bad inning for Cal, just a lot of soft contact that he couldn't get a break on, aside from the Mullins home run, of course. As that's going to get away from Contreras, and Rutschman will advance. That should be a passed ball, I believe. And now the count full on his brother William. And he pops this up to right field. This will just dunk foul. Break for the Yankees. The count goes full. And now that's going to be a walk. as that misses down and in. So a rare walk from Quantrill. And now that brings up Newstrom, who popped out in his first at-bat. So Rushman would have advanced to second anyway, as that's off the plate, 1-0. Newstrom, 188 average with runners in scoring position. Fouls off a changeup, 1-1. And this hammered foul, 1-2. And again, you just wonder if this game wasn't so broken and we could have challenged that play at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fortunately, it does not come back to haunt Quantrill aside from anything on the pitch count, though, except for his pitch count. But a big K for Cal. It leaves 2 on. We go bottom 4. But we are now tied at 1. Nolan Arenado, 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored, will lead off here against Kyle Muller. First pitch from Muller.
The first baseman, Nolan.
Rolled foul to the left side, 0-1. Out in front of the fastball. Again, Muller, he'll hit 96 in the gun, but a lot more 92, 93 today. As this foul back out of play by Arenado, 0-2 now. The 0-2 is off the plate and low, 1-2. And that's inside, almost hit him. Slider got away from him, 2-2 now. And now Arenado out in front of a fastball, pulls it to Hernandez at short. Fires the first, 1 away. And that brings up Avi Garcia, who collected an RBI single in his first at-bat. Those are the only 2 Yankee hits. As Garcia fouls this fastball back 0-1, as Muller did dial it to 95 that time. 40th pitch of the day for Muller. It's hammered to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's a foul ball. Just missed an opposite field home run, did Garcia, as he clobbered that slider. And now swinging a miss on the pitch in the dirt. Rushman throws the first to complete the play, 2 away. About 6 feet away from retaking the lead were the Yankees on that shot by Garcia. Now that brings up Wilson Contreras, who's 0-for-1 with a fly out to deep center in his first at-bat. He came within inches of a home run as well. And he's going to sky this one to center field again. Mullins back, getting on his horse at the track, at the wall. Makes the catch against the wall. And Contreras, 2 deep fly balls to the warning track and center. Nothing to show for it. Muller exhales a sigh of relief as we go top 5, still tied at 1. Austin Martin now 0-for-1 with a fly out in his first at-bat. Pops this up to right down the line. Garcia near the fence, makes the catch, 1 away. And then that brings up Hernandez, who's 0-for-1. He popped out in his first at-bat to Birdie. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. And there's a strike at the knees, 0-2. And now this one popped up to right off the end of the bat. Garcia there again, makes the catch, 2 away. Jorge Mateo now, 1-for-2. Singled in his last at-bat, got thrown out at second trying to stretch it into a double. He takes a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Now chops a changeup foul, 0-2. And that's off the plate, 1-2. And another foul ball, still 1-2. Yankees have an off day tomorrow, travel up to Boston as that misses low, 2-2. So the entire bullpen almost fresh and good to go as Mateo fouls this one back, still 2-2. And that misses low, 3-2. Connor Norby on deck. I only mention that because as that's ball 4, just low, says the umpire. Second walk of the day for Quantrill. Saying that, though, as Quantrill's pitch count starting to get up there. Oh, and Mateo takes off for second and easily swipes the bag. His 22nd steal of the year as Norby takes a strike. 0-1. Now that's just off the plate, says the ump, 1-1. And this one lined. Oh, nice play by Arenado to save a run in the inning. We go bottom 5. Still tied at 1 here in the Bronx as Jorge Polanco 0 for 1 will lead off.
Leading off for the Yankees.
And, you know, with all these lefties due up, it does look like Garrett Crochet will come in and pitch the 6th for the Yankees. So Quantrill goes 5. Right now in line for a no decision, but only gives up 1 run. That misses low, 1-0 to Polanco. 0 for 5 since coming back off the IL. Looking for that first hit to get back into a rhythm. The 1-0. Fouled straight back out of play out in front of a changeup. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball at the top of the zone. 1-2. And that's inside as he jackknifes out of the way of that slider. And the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2 to Jorge. And he fouls it straight back. Still 2-2. And now this one skied the center field. Deep but playable. Mullins is there. Makes the catch. 1 away. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, who grounded out in his first at-bat.
The center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
And he takes a pitch high, 1-0. The 1-0 to Jason. Inside outed towards right. Stewart is there, makes the catch, 2 away. And now Ozzy Cabrera 0 for 1, grounded out in his first at-bat as well. And he rolls a little slow roller to the right side. Tough play there, but nicely made by the second baseman, Norby. He flips the first, and we go top 6. Still 1-1 in the Bronx. And that'll bring out of the pen for his 39th appearance of the year, Garrett Crochet, a 1-0 record. 16 saves, 4 of those as a Yankee. Hard-throwing left-hander, and with 2 lefties and a switch hitter up, perfect time to use him. Cedric Mullins, 1 for 2 with a solo home run. His 28th of the year. That's a big reason why Quantrill was pulled out of the game as well. As Mullins swings through a fastball, 0-1. And now chops a changeup foul, 0-2. Another foul ball. Still 0-2. Fastball off the plate. Mullins lays off. 1-2. Swing and a miss. A whiff on the slider. Strike 3. 1 away. And that brings up DJ Stewart. 1 for 2 with a single in his last at-bat.
Now batting, the right fielder, DJ.
And there's a strike on the outside edge. 0-1. And there's another strike on the outside edge. 0-2. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, says the third base umpire on the slider. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 2 away, as that brings up Rushman. 1 for 2 with a single. Also reached on a fielder's choice. Batting from the right side for the first time today. And just off the plate, says the ump, 1-0. Rushman 11 for his last 31 now. And that's off the plate, 2-0. And this one hammered to left center, but Dominguez will run it down just shy of the track. He'll make the catch in the alley out there, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Crochet. We go bottom 6. Be the 9-1-2 hitters for the Yankees, tied at 1. Tim LeCastro grounded out in his first at-bat. He will lead off here.
Leading up for the Yankees, the left fielder,
And with a bunch of righties due up,
Castro.
Brad Boxberger now starts to warm for the Yanks. It looks like he will pitch the 7th. And LeCastro hammers one to center field and fairly deep, but Mullins will run it down. 1 away. Castro's been putting some good swings on the ball, but nothing to show for it this series. As John Birdie now 0 for 2 will step up to the dish. Him as well had some good at-bats, but nothing to show for it. And fouls a fastball straight back out of play, 0-1. The 0-1 to Birdie. Oh, and he plunked him. Well, no intent there with the speedy Birdie, and that brings up Bobby Witt, who's 0 for 2. And you have to imagine that Birdie's going to be off. There goes Birdie. The pitch is inside. The throw down by Rutschman, not nearly in time. No chance to get the speedy Birdie, his 21st steal of the year. It's his 7th or 8th as a Yankee. So it'll be a 1-0 now to Bobby Witt, and the Yankees will have a couple of cracks at retaking the lead. And Witt rolls this to the left side. Tough play. Hernandez charges, fires the first, got him. As Birdie moves to third, the speedy Witt could not beat it out. And now that brings up Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Go-ahead run 90 feet away, 2 outs, bottom 6. And Arenado fouls off a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1 fouls off a high-hanging slider, 0-2. I have to imagine this is Muller's last hitter no matter what. The 0-2 is high, 1-2. Rutschman did a good job to get out of his stance there. As Johan Duran and Keegan Aiken warming in the pen for the Orioles. The 1-2. Chopped to third, just foul. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 for Arenado. And he inside outs this one, jammed a bit to right. Stewart coming on and makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees leave a man on third. We go top 7, still tied at 1 as Brad Boxberger comes on. 2-1 record, his 26th appearance of the year, and 23 2/3 innings pitched, a 1.9 ERA, about a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. He's had a save or 2 as well in his time here. William Contreras 0 for 1 with a walk will lead off against Boxberger. Fouls the first pitch back and out of play, 0-1. There's a strike at the knees with the change, 0-2, changing the speed and eye level. And now swing and a miss on a slider. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, 1 away. As that brings up Robert Newstrom, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. And he takes a strike from Boxberger there, 0-1. And that's off the plate, 1-1. And that's a little high, 2-1. And this one pulled up the middle. Birdie is there, fires the first, 2 away. Nice play by John Birdie on the slow roller. Now that brings up Austin Martin, who's 0 for 2, a couple of fly outs. And he takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. And now a changeup inside, 1-1. Swings to a fastball at 96, 1-2. Just gets a piece of that slider, still 1-2. Strike 3, punched him out, looking on the fastball at the belt. Get up and stretch, we're going bottom 7, still tied at 1 here in the Bronx. Very nice inning for Boxberger as Johan Duran, 59th appearance of the year, a 12-9 record, one of the long relievers, many long relievers that the Orioles carry, a 4.57 ERA. Garcia, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI.
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, Avisani Garcia.
Now Jordan Hicks starts to warm for the Yankees. Looks like he will pitch the 8th. And Garcia, first pitch swinging, pops it up to first. Contreras is there, makes the catch, 1 away. And now Wilson Contreras, 0 for 2 with 2 deep fly balls to dead center. Came within inches of a home run both times. Chases a slider out of the zone, 0-1. Fastball, curveball, slider pitcher is Duran. And the 0-1 is high, 1-1. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. Neither team a lot of base runners, neither team a lot of opportunities. Orioles left 4 on so far, Yankees 2 as Contreras chops this to first. His brother picks it nicely and takes it himself 2 away. As now Polanco, switch hitter, turns around to the left side. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. 0 for 6 since coming off the IL. And he hammers this hanging slider. Welcome back, Jorge Polanco. Goodbye, baseball. Hip, hip, Jorge. The Yankees take a 2-1 lead on a second deck shot. His 11th of the year. RBI number 31. And just like that, the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Jorge Polanco. Welcome back off the IL. Got a hanging slider. And it didn't matter if it was righty, lefty, dead center. That ball was getting out of here in a hurry. 4-11 to right, almost 105 off the bat. And now that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground out and a fly out to right. He swings to a fastball, 0-1. So Duran now in line for the loss. Boxberger in line for the win. Should this score hold for a couple more innings? Swing and a miss by Dominguez, 0-2. The Yankees are 6 outs away from whittling their magic number down to single digits, excuse me. Dominguez whiffs on a pitch in the dirt. Rushman fires the first to complete the play, and we go top 8. But the Yankees take the lead. Jorge Polanco, his 11th of the year and his first since coming back off the IL. We go top 8. Yankees up by 1. Jordan Hicks now making his 35th appearance of the year, a 1-0 record out of the pen, a 2.27 ERA, a 2-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and pinch hitter off the bench, Ramon Urias. 305 average, best hitter for Baltimore in terms of average, 19 home runs, 73 RBI. And he will pinch hit as that's fouled back out of play 0-1 for Hernandez, the shortstop. And probably will stay in the game to play that position. That's a strike at the belt at 101, 0-2 from the hard-throwing Hicks. And now this one popped up to left center. Dominguez has a beat on it, waves off LaCastro, makes the catch, 1 away. And now Mateo, the speedy Mateo, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk, takes one off the plate, 1-0. Now that's off the plate, 2-0. The 2-0. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire, and that's a huge help for Hicks because 3-0 versus 2-1 is a big difference. And now fouls one back at 100, 2-2. And fouls another back, a cutter that got a lot of the plate. The 2-2. Chopped to first. Arenado there. No doubles defense. Picks it. Takes it himself. 2 away. And now Connor Norby 0 for 3. Step up to the plate. And take a strike. 0-1. And then that's fouled back out of play. 0-2. And now this pulled to third. Witt charges. Fields fires the first. And a nice 1-2-3 inning for Hicks as we go bottom 8. Yankees still up 2-1. So as I mentioned, Urias will stay in the game at short. Cabrera, 0 for 2, will now turn around to face Duran from the left side of the plate.
Leading off for the Yankees.
And fouls off a fastball, does Ozzie, 0-1.
Cabrera.
And that misses inside, 1-1. And now the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. Castro on deck. 4 homers, 11 RBI in the year. You don't really want to walk Cabrera. Him, too, he's a good base stealer. Fouls a fastball back, and the count goes full. The payoff pitch to the Ozman. Chopped foul on a borderline curveball, just stays alive. The 3-2 to Ozzy. Smack to left field, but because of the shift, or anti-shift, I should say, the catch is made out there for the first out of the inning, as it was run down nicely by Newstrom. Castro now 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. He gets a rare at-bat against a righty. Swinging and a miss on a curve, 0-1. So good contact by Cabrera, but nothing to show for it. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-2. And that's low and outside, 1-2 to Castro. And that's fouled off to the right side, still 1-2. Oh, I forgot I should get my closer up. Giovanni Gallego starting to warm for the Yankees. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, chased one in the dirt. Rushman throws the first to complete the play, 2 away. And now that brings up John Birdie, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, stole a bag. Was left at third, though. 1-4-0 for Baltimore, 2-3-0 for the Yankees. A pitcher's day, if there ever was one, as that's fouled off 0-1. Birdie actually has reverse splits, so the fact that Duran's in there is not a bad thing for him. As he pops this one up to shallow center, going back and making the grab is the second baseman, Norby, for the final out of the inning. We go top 9. Yankees trying to hold on to this one-run game. As Gallegos makes his 62nd appearance of the year. You see there a 2-7 record, 9 blown saves. That's a lot for a closer, but he's also been used way more than almost any other closer in baseball. And much more than last year. He'll face the heart of the Oriole lineup. Mullins 1 for 3 with a solo home run. First pitch ripped foul, 0-1. Now swing and a miss on a change, 0-2. That's why he got that big 3-year extension, as that misses low, 1-2. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 96, 1 away. Mullins can't believe it. And now DJ Stewart 1 for 3 with a single. Fouls one back out of play, 0-1. And this chopped foul, 0-2. And that misses low, 1-2. For the end to chase a slider. And Stewart spoils a fastball, still 1-2. Swing and a miss on the change, strike 3, 2 away. Orioles down to their last hope. It's Rushman. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. And he takes a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Now swings through a changeup. Baltimore down to their last strike. The 1-2, or excuse me, the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a backdoor slider, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Gallego strikes out the side in the 9th, locks down save number 48. The Yankees get win number 93. The magic number for them to clinch is now down to single digits. Duran drops to 12-10 in relief. Boxberger improves to 3-1. So the Yankees win a pitcher's duel, an RBI single from Avi Garcia, and a solo home run from Jorge Polanco beats a solo home run by Cedric Mullins. That was all the scoring today. Gallegos, your player of the game again with that perfect ninth. Boxberger gets the win, 2 strikeouts and a perfect 7th. Duran, 2 innings, gave up the solo home run, 2 strikeouts. Did not pitch badly, but he had the 1 mistake, though. And that's all she wrote. In the day that I thought the Yankee offense would really come alive, instead, they hit the road winning a nail-biter. But going for, like I said, 4-2 on a 6-game homestand, taking both series against division rivals before they now head to Boston and Tampa Bay, which we will play tomorrow. I'm trying to see calendar. Cole versus Barnes, Woodruff versus Paxton, Musgrove versus Pavetta. So I think maybe we'll do Musgrove versus Pavetta coming off a complete game shutout. So, and again, the Yankee magic number down to single digits. Blue Jays also lost. So the elimination number, the number is 8 now. Angels keeping pressure on the Yankees and won 3 in a row. But we'll call it a night now. I appreciate everybody who tuned in as always. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'm going to go rest my voice now as I'm, again, still kind of recovering from illness and whatnot. But I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow for more baseball. Until then, take care. Have a good night, everybody. I'm Ray Carcillo.